This is the fourth episode of Let's Talk with the actor Anthony Fitzpatrick. In this episode, we go deeper into what motivated him into becoming an actor and concentrating on that particular part of his career, especially after a near-death experience. We've been talking about experiences and how we've been using our own experiences into things. And you'd mentioned earlier on you'd been ill and almost to the verge of dying.
Yeah.
You know, and how literally on your deathbed it kind of changed the way you then approached life.
It was a very, very strange experience. And I remember, my dad still thinks that I don't remember anything, but I do remember. I was very aware of what was going on around me.
Yeah.
And it was a strange... I knew, the moment that I went, oh, I could be in a spot of bother here. That moment was unreal when it came into my head, and I thought, I could be in a spot of trouble here. Because I remember some of my family were coming in one by one after the other. And I thought, that's not good. Now, I couldn't speak at this time because I had a big oxygen thing right over me. I was like Darth Vader. Big thing over my face, so I couldn't speak. I had to write things down and all. I just couldn't speak.
Right, okay.
But my mum says you could see this. This is what you could see. My eyes. You could just see and she says you could see the fear in your eyes. But that's when that was the realization that I was in bother.
Yeah.
When I saw each one of them coming in one by one, nearly to say goodbye. And then I did have not an epiphany is not the right word. I consciously remember as if I was sinking. To me, that was me going. Now, my mum was there. She was rubbing my arm, and I knew it was her. I was unconscious, but I was very... I don't know how to explain it, but I was aware of what was going on. I knew my mother was here. Mm-hmm. She was rubbing my arm. She said my oxygen levels were dropping. And then they were wheeling in a life support machine to put me on life support. And Mum says she couldn't believe it. I says, why? I says, I knew that was you, Robin. You know, your mother. You just know your mother's touch. And she said she was willing all her energy into me. This is what she told me later. And she says, your thing was dropping, oxygen levels drop. And if they go to 90, you're in trouble. And I think mine was at 92,
right.
And still dropping. And the next thing in they came with it. But Mum says as soon as they stopped at the side of the bed with this life support machine, your oxygen went beep. It went up 1. And so my mum said she was looking at the wee monitor going, and then it went beep, and it went up again. And then it went beep, and it went up again. And then, but while all this was happening, I'm lying in the bed, as I said, I could feel my mum rubbing my arm. But I felt as if I wasn't afraid, which was something that shocked me, because I thought, you think you're going to die, you're going to be scared. I was very calm, I felt very calm. But that moment, I felt as if I was sliding down the bed. That was my moment. And I felt 2 big pairs of hands grab me by the shoulder and pull me up on the bed. And to this day, I maintain that with my granda.
Right, okay.
Without a doubt. He'd be going, no, I'm not here. I haven't been up here long enough on my own yet. It's not your time.
Yeah.
But it was a strange... Just generally, it was a strange. The whole thing was strange.
Yeah.
And then, when I got to Daisy Hill to recover, I was having hallucinations because it was all the drugs that they were giving me.
Right.
I was coming off the hallucinate. That's because my mum's a nurse.
Yes.
I had to ask her. I could see Native American Indians dancing around a fire.
Oh,
I could hear them and all.
Yeah.
As clear as day out the window of Daisy Hill.
Yeah.
And I could see the shine on the floor. I could see into the next room.
Right.
And it looked as if there was an old lady levitating above the bed with a medicine man doing. Yeah. This was all, and I could see a video on the door. The glass piece on the door.
Yeah.
It was like I was watching a music video. Okay. Now, and the song was "Wanted Dead or Alive" by Bon Jovi.
Okay.
And all I could see was dust,
yeah.
Alamo, dust, cowboy boots, long leather coats, motorbikes. Right, as clear as day. I could have swore it was there. And the next day, I said, Mum came in and I went, Mum, and I told her she started laughing. I said, what happened?
Yeah.
She goes, all the medication that they gave you in Craigavon, she says, that was you coming off though, coming down. And she says, you do. You see things. And then after that, I never looked back.
Right.
It was a horrible thing to happen, but it was one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life.
Yeah.
Because it gave me a good kick up the backside.
Do you think it gave you purpose?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It gave me purpose. It gave me a lot of the things that I had thought over the years, but my growing up and teenage angst and parents breaking up and all the family stuff that goes on. It kind of just settled all that.
Yeah.
Which was nice too, because as I said, it was a horrible thing to happen, but it was the best thing. It was a good thing for it to happen. And
did you feel that you need to live more in the moment, or did it make you want to plan for a future?
Well, as I said, the only thing I planned was the 2 years in tech and the year in drama school.
Right.
That's all. As I said, as long as I get that, after that it doesn't matter. And people say, "Well, do you want to be a famous actor?" I was going, "No."
Yeah.
It's not about fame and money. It's about doing good work and doing what you're born to do. It doesn't matter. Some you get paid, it's a bonus. If you don't get paid, it's just you've done your job. I don't see it. I don't differentiate between amateur and professional.
Yes.
Don't.
Yes.
Because there, as I said to you before, there's people, I hear this all the time. Oh, we're only amateur.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an awful attitude to have. There's two differences in being amateur and professional. Obviously, one is money.
Yeah.
But the second one is attitude.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you are an amateur and you aim for professionalism, which is at the 100%, you won't get it, but you'll get 90% maybe. Yeah. But if you go in as an amateur with the attitude of we're only amateur, you're only going to get 40%.
And yet the weird thing is that amateur actually means loving to do something.
Yes, just doing it as a
love to do something. If you love to do something, you actually tend to put more effort because you want to get better and better at it. Yeah. Whereas sometimes as a professional, it's kind of, well, if I don't get paid for it,
a certain way. And then if I don't get paid, I'm not going to put my whole effort into it.
Yes. Yeah.
Not the way to be. I treat everything as if it's professional all the time. Yeah. And when I get paid, it's great. It's, oh, God, I'm paid. It's brilliant. But,
and I think as an amateur, there's a certain quality level that you want to aspire to. And if you don't achieve that, you can be harder on yourself than anybody else.
I'm terrible. I'm my own worst critic. I don't need anyone to tell me when I come off stage you did something wrong or you didn't do that right or you forgot that line. I don't need to be told that.
Yeah.
I know. I'm my worst critic. I kicked myself black and blue over stuff like that. Yeah. I've seen myself getting so upset over on stage. I come off the interval in tears maybe.
Right.
Because I got myself into such a tizzy over maybe something really stupid. Yeah. I forgot 2 words of a line or I said 2 words back and front.
And do you find that as you're older now that you'll make mistakes, but you kind of go, okay,
I'm calmer
it's not
now.
as bad as it was.
Yeah.
Next time round, we'll get that better.
Yeah. Now it's not. I don't get myself all twisted into craziness because that affects your performance as well.
Yes.
So no, I take it I'm always very calm now. I always stay calm and just go. Yeah. It does happen. We're all human. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Even in professional line, there's nobody perfect. We all make mistakes, and that's part of learning.
We have more on the way, so please subscribe to this channel and check out the link below if you'd consider becoming a patron to help us keep making more content. Thanks for watching.